What is going on, you guys? My name is Alex and I'm a 21-year-old trader attempting to master the stock market to potentially one day join the very few who make a living out of this. So it was a really good day for us today. As you can see, BABA, we're up still 200, Netflix up 120, Apple 91, and Adobe. Adobe's a special one for today. Adobe's one that I risked getting a margin call for today. As you know, or you probably don't know, but my max positions are 3. So today, Adobe was so good that I needed a risk getting a margin call, which we did. And I will explain what that means in just a moment. But first, let's go over Adobe and why it's a 10 out of 10 trade and why I decided to risk getting a margin call for that. So here's Adobe for you guys. If you don't know, we actually took a short here on Adobe because of this upward trend line here. It has a 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, and then a 4 point, and then finally got the break on this aggressive red candle, which we shorted and profited around, I think it was 250. I don't even remember, but we ended up making money on this trade. It wasn't a big winner, but it was a decent winner. And today we have this downward trend line with another 4 points. We got 1 point, 2 points, 3, and then 4, and then finally the break right here of this nice little green candle. And this is the daily time frame. It looks pretty good on the 4-hour time frame, which is what I look at every day here. We could get rid of this line now. So there it is on the 4-hour time frame. It looks really good. 1 point, 2, 3, and maybe even 4, 5, you could say. And then even 6 right here with this tiny little doji candle right here on the if you zoom in a little bit, you can see a 5th right here. So we got the 4-hour candle break right here, closing above the trend line, which was my confirmation and my entry. And that is why I decided to just go for the 4th trade here for the week and risk getting a margin call. So what's a margin call? Let's go over exactly what that is and why that matters here. Because yesterday I took an Apple trade, which I didn't really like too much. And let's look at our transactions for today. As you can see, we got the Adobe trade right there at the very bottom. And then right above it, we have an Apple sell. So what a margin call is essentially when you don't have enough money I honestly don't even know how to describe it. But essentially, my broker here did not trust the risk that I was taking, and it just decided to sell a couple of Apple shares, about 1/4 of my shares. I had 100 shares, I think I shorted, or I bought 100 shares and it sold 26 of them today, just to reach that marginal safety requirement here for the overnight trading, of course, because I'm holding these positions overnight here. So yeah, we didn't really, I mean, we probably only got like 80 cents per share for this sell of Apple. And right now in the aftermarket, it's actually going back up right now. So actually Apple did really good. Let's actually go over Apple right now as a matter of fact here. So again, yesterday I was speaking on this little wedge pattern here for Apple, and we got a little break right here. And then the last couple of hours of the day actually came down pretty against us, which put us like in a $80. We're down like $80 around here. But today it actually moved back up, and then it closed pretty nicely right here. So hopefully tomorrow we do get a momentum and continue moving upward. Or if we do pull back, hopefully we could sustain and use this trend line as a support here to eventually move up higher. So that's what I'm looking for on Apple. And now let's look at our other trades. What else do we have going on here? So we have BABA and Netflix are the other players of right here. So Netflix, we're up 120, BABA 200. So let's take a look at those right here, just to give you guys an update here of what's going on with my account. So now we took a look at Adobe already. So let's go look at Netflix now. So Netflix actually did insanely well today. We on Monday it was where we got two green candles, so it went against us. But this morning it decided to come right back down, and the market was pretty weird today. I mean, there was a lot of big gainers today, but today, fortunately enough, Netflix just wasn't having it, and it just came down pretty aggressively here. So we profited. We're still profiting right now. And as a matter of fact, now that I'm talking to you guys now, and now that I've actually had time to analyze these properly, just because I just came out of work and I don't really have time to analyze these charts too much, except for during my trading time, which is around 10 to 11. So I'm actually going to move my stop loss here. So my stop loss was firstly when I entered this red candle, it was above the current red candle, but of course you need a trailing stop, and I was going to use this red one as in the case that the price just went sideways and it tried to move back up, I would have just stopped out. But now that the price has come down, I want to lock in some of those gains. So I'm going to use this new trend line that I just drew right now, that I just came up with analyzing this chart, as my trailing stop method here. So that's going to be my stop loss in the case that tomorrow the price does want to snap back up. I would just take my little profit if it closes above, for the first 4 hours of the day closes above this trend line, red trend line, I will take my small little profit and lock in some gains in that case. So next one, what is the next one here that we're looking at? I believe it is Netflix. No, wait, actually BABA. So BABA, it's not looking too good, not gonna lie. It's just going sideways. Yesterday we talked about this for a little bit, and yeah, just doing nothing, so it's going sideways. So in this case, I'm really going to be relying on this trend line here that we have. Again, we use these trend lines as not only as our entry points, as our confirmation points, but also as our trailing stop methods. So in this case, if the price closes below this trend line, I'm going to be taking a small little profit. It'll be like $150 or $100, which is still good. Obviously, I can't deny that, and that's just the system that I go by. So nice trade here on BABA2. Not the best. It's pretty choppy. For some reason, this stock is pretty choppy, even though it's pretty famous. But yep, that's it, you guys. That's it for this video. Again, really amazing trade I took on Adobe. I was willing to risk getting a margin call, which I did, but fortunately we only sold 25 shares of Apple, which wasn't too much. We didn't sell them. My broker here sold them for me, which kind of hurt me a little bit, but at the same time, Adobe is a really good trade. So, and I may even say that I suggest you guys buy this stock as well, since you probably will have a chance to enter this stock tomorrow. It's a really good trade, and I kind of hesitate to give you guys advice like that. By the way, this isn't financial advice here, but I kind of hesitate to call stocks like that simply because some of you guys just maybe some of you guys will even go all in on these stocks, and if you guys end up losing, you guys are going to blame it on me, or you guys are just going to lose all your account. I'm only risking 1% of my account on these trades. $200 is nothing to me, and that's just the situation. I trade these things not really thinking that I'm going to win. I mean, obviously there is that idea behind my head, but I'm prepared for the worst, and I'm preparing for the stock moving against me actually like 40% of the time here. So this is just my strategy, and but this I'm explaining to you guys. I'm explaining this to you guys from my perspective, from my lens, from my strategy. So that's what I would do right now. Buy Adobe. I am in Apple right now. Netflix I'm shorting. BABA I'm going along. So far everything's looking so good. Pretty positive for the week. Hopefully we make a lot of money this week, and we'll be closing the month pretty nicely here. So that's going to be it for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, Adobe, new trade, looking good so far. Let's see what it has to offer us these next coming days. Safe folks to you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.